We're also seeing eerie new surveillance footage of Nick Reiner late Saturday night, casually strolling outside a gas station near his parents' estate. He was on his way to his parents' mansion, where cops say he carried out the slaughter. Notice he's wearing a baseball cap and carrying a black backpack.
And sadly snuck into their bedroom with the only weapon he had access to at that moment. Logically and sadly, he first incapacitated Rob, his father, with the usage of that knife, followed by Michelle, his mother. Given that there were sadly excessive stab wounds, indicates rage and personal hatred, possibly blaming his parents for his poor circumstances.
Both appear to suffer fatal stab wounds.
And if you're wondering, this is not an easy way to go if there is such thing, especially if certain anatomic structures are initially missed. Nick allegedly then leaves their Brentwood house because even Nick would know this is not going to look good for him when the sun rises. He apparently makes his way to Santa Monica at 4 a.m. using his credit card to check into the Pierside Hotel, which is likely a familiar and safe-feeling location for Nick. In moments when perpetrators feel they're in danger, they often subconsciously choose to hide away in an area that is most familiar to them, where they have felt safe in the past. After checking into his hotel room, he apparently hangs a bedsheet to cover the window, likely due to paranoia that his room's curtains will electronically open, fearing that they will reveal himself to aerial surveillance. Paranoia is common in stimulant intoxication and severe sleep deprivation because excessive dopamine and norepinephrine activation in the brain heightens threat perception and disrupts their ability to distinguish between real and imagined threats. Nick apparently showers and changes his clothes, leaving their room and bathroom bloody, which the maid service found later that morning. At this point, even Nick surely realizes that staying at the Pierside Hotel is a bad idea. Do you know why? Right, he realizes he's going to be a prime suspect and he just checked into that hotel with his credit card. Not to mention there was only one egress, so if the police knock on that door, it's all over for Nick. He likely leaves that hotel room in the mid-morning to make his way towards the University of Southern California campus. Surely another familiar area. This was where he surely spent time partying with his rich friends as a young adult, because USC is only 20 minutes from Brentwood. A late afternoon, a bolo be on the lookout was issued for him once his sister confirmed that her brother was likely involved. He was spotted on video surveillance footage buying a drink at a gas station convenience store and was quickly arrested at 9:15 p.m. nearby. Do you know why rich Hollywood children so often get addicted to drugs? Yes, this is psychologically because they grow up with extreme access to money, substances, and adult environments, while often lacking consistent structure, boundaries, and accountability. And sometimes, even at the same time, they face intense identity pressure, public scrutiny, and emotional isolation, which can create chronic stress and a sense of emptiness. And oftentimes their parents are extremely busy, focused on their careers, and spend limited time with their children. Substances then become an easy and socially normalized way to cope, self-regulate, or escape feelings they were never taught how to manage. A lot of money along with fame and less time spent involved in raising their children can quietly destabilize children emotionally and developmentally. Hollywood is usually a terrible place to raise children. RIP to Rob and Michelle Reiner, and our condolences are with their friends and family during this difficult time. Now in the comments, why do you think raising children in Hollywood can be so destructive to them? Let everyone know in the comments below. Subscribe for more. It's just so sad because it seems that Rob thought he could help his son on his own. He didn't need to lock his son in a treatment center in Maine like he was doing before. So apparently he was trying out working with his son in his guest house and maybe just having therapists come and go to help him there, as opposed to locking him away in a treatment center. But if he was in a treatment center, none of this would have happened. At the same time, Nick does need to be held responsible for his actions. It's just so sad because it could have been avoided. See you next time.